Hello, fantasy football fans. It's Johnny Utah, better known as the Commish. Today, I'm going to bring you a little preview for Sunday, Week 13, the important week that we have a couple teams clinched. We have a couple teams in the mix, more than a couple, I should say. And then we have a couple teams, and you know who you are, that it doesn't even matter anymore. I apologize. Maybe next year. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, we're going to start out Week 13 with the clinchers. We have two teams, Johnny Utah and Vogelai? Yeah, Team Vogelai. Team Vogelai earned a bye last week with a come-from-behind victory. Deshaun Watson ended up 133 to... Here, Addison, do you have the sheet for me? Let me see this. My assistant here, Addison,
Hi.
She's got all my advanced statistics. Thank you for your help. Yes, Vogelai pulls out the win. Deshaun Watson has a monster game. And Team Vogelai ends up winning by 3 to earn the bye and beat Team Samler, which also solidified my bye in the first round. So we're sitting with Johnny Utah, Team Vogelai, first round byes. Now let's move into an area where it gets a little more muddy. We've got a lot happening here in terms of the playoff race. The clear favorite to earn a playoff spot has got to be Mark Schakowsky. He has a good number of points. I'm looking at some things now. He basically, if he wins, he's in. No pressure, Mark. The good news for Mark, even if he loses, there is still a good chance he can make the playoffs at 6-7, but that would require Shannon and Lisa to both lose. So essentially we have Lisa 6-6, we've got Shannon 6-6, and we've got Big Mark 6-6. It's a mess, right? But if you look at the points, you look really closely, you're going to find that Mark has a distinctive advantage. All that work he put in during the year, it's going to pay off, and it's going to pay dividends. My prediction, win or lose, Mark makes the playoffs. I should say it's worth noting he plays Team Vogelai, who's already clinched a spot in the playoffs and a first-round bye, as I mentioned before. And Dave will be without Melvin Gordon, Leonard Fournette, and his starting tight end, who is some dude from Denver that I have never heard of. So it's probably a crapshoot nonetheless. But it's also worth noting Melvin Gordon's out, but boy, that waiver wire. Who got Austin Eckler? That's right, Team Vogelai. Oh, and who dropped him 2 days before Melvin Gordon got hurt? The Team Vogelai's playing Big Mark Schakowsky. It's going to be interesting, folks. Keep a close eye on that one on Sunday. Then we've got Johnny Utah playing Shannon, who's in the mix, 6-6, as I mentioned. She could use a win as well. She's behind points in terms of Mark, but however, if she wins, she still has a great opportunity to make the playoffs. Then we've got Lisa 6-6 playing Brad Pound BS, as you may know him from watching the scores. He's out at this point, but he can play a spoiler role here in beating Lisa because she desperately needs a win. She is actually a couple points ahead of Shannon, so she's also in a pretty good spot if she can get the win. Points are going to determine a lot this week, guys, so the wins and the losses, yes, they mean a lot, but the points are probably going to end up meaning a lot more, so let's keep a close eye on this on Sunday, okay? And then it's worth mentioning, you've got Nate and Tex-Mex, 7-5, 7-5. Both have a really good chance of still making the playoffs. It would take a miracle. In fact, Nate is in at 7-5. Nothing can knock him out. Tex-Mex at 7-5. If two of the 6-6 teams actually win, score a lot of points, there is a possibility that Tex-Mex is on the outside looking in come Week 14, first round of the playoffs. But it'll take a lot of dominoes to fall not in his direction, let's say. And then last but not least, we've got Jackie versus Rich, husband versus wife. The matchup we've all been waiting for of 5-7 and 5-7. Now you might think 5-7, 5-7. What are we talking about this game for? Well, you may have not realized it, but these teams are still in it. I know, it seems crazy, right? 5-7, 5-7, husband, wife, like who cares? What? However, Rich has 1,301 points, which is more than Tex-Mex at 7-5, more than Lisa at 6-6, more than Shannon 6-6, but less than Mark. Mark has 1,324. So Rich is in the vicinity. If he can go 6-6, and the 6-6 teams all happen to lose, there is an opportunity for Rich Galloway, Hall of Famer Man's Day, as obviously everyone knows, to make the playoffs. So we've technically got 5 teams in play for 2 playoff spots. Guys, this is going to be really interesting. I suggest you tune in, watch Sunday, watch all the games. It's going to be phenomenal. Vogelai and I are just going to be watching from the sideline. Hey, we put our best teams in there. I'm playing Shannon, but I'm giving her all she can handle this week. If she can beat me, she earns a spot. Almost. Maybe. Depends on the points. And then you've got Vogelai taking on Mark. Vogelai doesn't need the win, but I can guarantee you, I know Vogelai, and he's going to give it his all because who likes to lose? Come on. Anyways, hey guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. My name's Johnny Utah. I'm the commish. Send me your questions. Peace out. Watch football. I'm out.